Welcome to AWE Boom. Nature is filled with breathtaking beauty, but within its grandeur lies a harsh reality. The animals, strong and adaptable, danger lurks at every corner. A single misstep can cost them or prey. The cruelty of nature is evident when life and death hang in the balance, sometimes determined by the smallest of mistakes. This is exactly what we are about to witness today, because we all know that you should never go into full action hero mode, but this little chick did exactly that. Jumping off a cliff to catch up with its parents even though it couldn't even fly yet. As it tumbled down, it hit the rocks repeatedly, but luckily it was too light to suffer serious injury. Let's hope the chick is safe. In a moment of desperation, a cow tried to cross a steep mountain slope, but its hooves couldn't grip the slippery ground. The world seemed to slow as it lost its balance, falling freely into the deep abyss below. The fall was quick and brutal, taking its life instantly. A single wrong step, a tragic reminder of the harshness of nature. Oh my God, convincing an animal not to jump is harder than convincing a person not to slip off a cliff. The cameraman tried to distract the deer from making a deadly leap, but the deer completely ignored him. What do you think is going through the deer's mind? Maybe it's thinking, damn it, or maybe it knows too much about the government and things people don't want to know. The world out there is wild. Speaking of this dangerous journey, the three deer were lucky to avoid cars in the first half of the highway. But then, disaster struck. Two of them were hit in the second section. Only one deer made it through, but it wasn't the smartest one, as it jumped off the bridge and died instantly, wasting all the luck it had. Trying to cross a waterfall was a completely foolish move. It's very slippery and nearly impossible not to fall. This deer tried and failed. Meanwhile, the cameraman was undoubtedly in chaos, but you could tell he thought this moment would go viral. And surely it did.
No! No!
Wow. Wow. And those are bucks. Look at that. Look at that.
No!
Another cow, in a panic to escape, jumped hurriedly off a cliff, hoping to avoid danger. The drop wasn't very high, but the impact was enough to shatter its body. In a split second, it was dead, and the impulsive decision sealed its fate in an instant. A single action, driven by fear, ended its life. A horse, struggling to climb a steep slope, tragically slipped and fell off a cliff. Its body couldn't withstand the violent descent. Despite rescue efforts, nature was merciless. The fall was fatal, a painful reminder that no amount of strength can defy the inevitable when the mountain demands its price. Look at this chaos. Millions of dogs cornering a deer at the edge of a cliff. As you can see, in the heat of the attack, some of the dogs actually fell, but like a scene in a cartoon, they immediately bounced back up and kept running to finish the job. The deer couldn't avoid its destined path, and it ended in a nightmare, falling freely. The little cow crashed into the rocks as it tumbled down, rolling violently, and eventually came to a stop on the ground. When it stopped, it was definitely dead. This was certainly not the terrain adventure it had imagined. In another tragic scene, a second horse met the same grim fate. As it fell, its owner could only watch in helpless sorrow. There was no rescue, no way to intervene, just the tragic and inevitable fall of an animal too large, too heavy, and too desperate to survive. A fierce battle between two snow leopards escalated to a surprising end. As they fought for dominance, both leaped off the cliff, their struggle ending in midair. One survived, but the other died instantly, its life claimed by the jagged rocks below. What began as a brutal battle for survival ended in a cruel testament to nature's absolute power. A snow leopard, determined to catch a mountain goat, jumped off the cliff but missed its target. The agile goat easily dodged, leaving the leopard to fall straight onto the rocks below. The fall was fatal, a merciless lesson that even the best predators can be brought down by a simple mistake. In a dramatic turn, another snow leopard began the chase, determined to catch its prey. But as the chase neared the cliff's edge, both predator and prey found themselves in a deadly dance. In one final leap, both tumbled into the abyss, crashing into jagged rocks below. Neither survived, their bodies twisted and shattered, a harsh reminder of how quickly life can be taken away in the wild. Even the mountain goats, famous for their climbing abilities, are not immune to the peril of cliffs. In a fearful moment, one slipped, its fall violent and sudden, its body crashing into the ground, and in an instant, its life was over. A strong creature brought down by a simple mistake, a tragic reminder that even the strongest can fall. The struggle for survival in the wild is relentless, and sometimes, even when hope seems near, nature's judgment is swift and unforgiving. A herd of camels, carefully making their way along the mountainside, encountered disaster. One camel behind slipped, lost control, and fell. Their heavy bodies couldn't resist the treacherous terrain, and the tragic fall ended in a heartbreaking scene. A bear, determined to scale a steep cliff, fell short of its goal. The sudden, violent fall ended its journey in a flash, nature once again claiming its price. But the worst was yet to come. As another bear chased a mountain goat and her baby near the cliff, the bear slipped, lost its footing, and fell to its death. It wasn't the bear's strength or hunger that killed it. It was the relentless cruelty of nature. The brutality of life in the wild was never clearer than when two bears clashed at the edge of a cliff. In the chaos, one was pushed over the side, falling to its death below. It wasn't the fight that ended its life, but the unforgiving landscape that claimed it. Even in what seemed like calm moments, danger is always lurking. A pig, in a rare stroke of luck, survived a fall from a truck, its body battered but still alive. For a moment, it seemed as though nature had shown mercy. But this was an exception, one lucky survivor in a world where death is always nearby. In another tragic story, a walrus unexpectedly climbed a steep cliff, but as it tried to slide down, it lost its balance and fell to the ground below. The impact was devastating, and this animal may not have survived. Nature, with its cold and indifferent hand, claimed yet another life. These heartbreaking moments, captured in vivid detail, reveal the relentless and unpredictable nature of the wild. Whether through a misstep, a battle for dominance, or a desperate act, the consequences of a single mistake can be fatal. Nature is always watching, always ready to remind us of the fragility of life. Each fall, each tragedy is a chilling reminder that survival in the wild is never guaranteed. Through these painful stories, we learn that in the wild, there is no mercy. The strength of an animal, the sharpness of a predator, or the agility of prey, all of it cannot protect them from the harsh reality of the world they live in. Survival is a continuous battle, and even the slightest mistake can make the difference between life and death.
The world you live in, is it really as simple as you think? Science can explain a lot of things, but not everything. Out there, beyond our understanding, there are phenomena that modern science still can't explain. Today, let's explore some of the most supernatural, creepy, and mysterious moments captured on camera from all around the world. Are you ready? A woman was filming at a waterfall in Bolivia when unexpectedly, a man without a shirt appeared from the water, stood motionless staring into the camera, and then vanished. The girl called for rescue thinking he had drowned, but no one was found. Many believe it was the spirit of a murderer who died at this river. Over the years, there have been a number of mysterious drowning incidents when people were kayaking at this spot. We also have a viral video circulating on social media about a huge explosion at a gas station in Gry, the capital of Chechnya, Russia, on October 12th. Captured by a local resident, the footage shows the terrifying moment the gas station exploded, sending a fuel tanker crashing into a nearby residential building. Authorities confirmed that the fuel tank explosion caused the disaster, leading to a devastating fire that injured 5 people and tragically claimed the lives of 4. If you have more details about this horrifying event, please share what you know in the comments below. At a slaughterhouse, a shocking scene occurred. A piece of beef, freshly cut, suddenly jerked as if it were still alive. The workers screamed and ran away. Only one brave person came back to film. The scientific explanation is that nerves in fresh meat can continue to function for a short period, causing the meat to move. But for those who witnessed it, it was a terrifying phenomenon never seen before. Many videos on social media show walking trees. They move slowly, their roots lifting out of the ground, pulling the surrounding soil along. Although many people believe these are edited videos, the truth is there is a species of tree called the walking palm in Ecuador. They can actually move 2 to 3 centimeters per day. A Tesla car drove into a cemetery at midnight. The sensor screen detected a series of human-shaped figures appearing and disappearing, even though there was no one physically present. The owner, a Tesla engineer, confirmed that this was not a prank or a technical glitch. Could the sensor system have detected something beyond the physical world? Let's take a little break from the terrifying. Move on to something more interesting. A short clip captured a funny and unexpected moment involving a woman in the video. She and her family were completely baffled when a glass door suddenly shattered for no apparent reason. The woman mentioned there were no issues with the door before and the weather was normal. So, what do you think caused the glass to break like that? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your theories and spark some fun discussions. In Thailand, a security camera captured the moment a boy walked out from the area with motorcycles, and the ceiling collapsed right where he had just been standing. Viewers believe that a guardian angel saved the boy just in time. In a news broadcast, a reporter was filming with a cemetery behind her when, unexpectedly, a white shadow swiftly passed behind her. The cameraman clearly saw it, and viewers believed it to be a ghost. According to legend, this could be the soul of a soldier who has not yet moved on. On March 25th, a dramatic video surfaced showing the moment strong winds tore through the shutters of a supermarket, sending items flying across the aisles. This is a stark reminder of the fierce power of nature. On a highway, two men discovered a nearly naked woman standing in an unusual position. Then she started walking backward toward them. They were terrified, turned around, and called the police. The woman was identified as a local who was undergoing a mental health relapse. Have you ever witnessed a similar phenomenon? Leave a comment below so we can discuss it together. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to catch the next video of Scared on the Internet. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.